That was quick, dude. We just started and started again.
I'm used to hearing that.
That was quick.
That's
you stopped again. Well, your joke on Facebook, by the way, was ridiculous. Real quick joke. We had an earthquake yesterday in New Jersey, and Jim threw up on Facebook, next time my wife complains about less than 2 minutes, I'm going to remind her what that 10 seconds of earthquake was like.
That's right.
So good shit, Jim. So what do you want to do? We did our top 5 receivers, so now you want to go with the bust, the people that you're going to pick and regret picking in fantasy football this year?
Absolutely, because if people just listen to your stupid top 5, number 5 pick, we're just going to turn that over into my bust. Hakeem Nicks, not going to put up the numbers anywhere near. He's going to be outside top 12, probably in the 14, 15, 16 range at the end of the year for numbers for wide receiver. Nowhere near where you're going to have to pick him at. First of all, Elizabeth Manning is throwing off his back foot all day long. There's only so many passes
He's
that
throwing
can
off
get.
his back foot?
Yeah,
Last year.
To Plaxico when they had all different kinds of
Plaxico
numbers.
was in prison. What are you talking
No, I'm
about?
talking about that's what he's done in his career.
Last year, Hakeem Nicks, beast.
Man, he wasn't a beast. He got lucky. There's only so many times you can deflect a pass up in the air and catch it. That's the way it is. You'll see at the end of the year, Hakeem Nicks, not a top 10 fantasy wide receiver. That's where I'm going. He's not going to fall off the face of the earth. He's not going to be horrible. But where you're going to have to pick him at, he's definitely not where I'm looking at. And my other bust is going to be Elmer Fudd. Can I get it? Somewhere over Dwayne Bowe.
Like that.
Dwayne Bowe is going to fall
like
kind of off the face of the earth. I think their schedule is ridiculous. I think that Matt Castle is going to take more than one step back. I think that they're going to get beat up. I just don't think he's where you're going to have to pick him at. You're way overspending for him. Hold off and take somebody else later.
I don't dislike that as a bust. I think you're crazy about Hakeem Nicks. I hear you not liking him in my 5 pick, but to say he's going to be a top 12, 13 wide receiver, you're ridiculous. And I can't stop focusing. I don't know if it's that your belly's so big or that
it really is an optical illusion, I think. I don't know.
I think it is too.
But my logo looks so much smaller than yours.
It's because it's on
It's the first time you've ever had anything bigger than me.
It's because, yeah. It's because it's on that size bank account. Woo! All right, so let's talk about my guys who I think are going to fall off a cliff. And one of the guys I know you're high on, and it's Vincent Jackson. I think Phillip Rivers spreads the ball around a lot. I don't think Vincent Jackson is going to be a top 10 guy, which is where he's getting picked, average draft position in most drafts. I know you disagree, but I don't really care. I was going to say Dwayne Bowe, but since you already picked him, I'm going with the other guy whose whole team is going to suck, although a lot of people think that they might be a sleeper team, and that's the Bucks, and that's Mike Williams. I don't think Mike Williams has a chance of catching more than about 75 to 80 balls. Maybe he breaks 1,000 yards, maybe. But he finishes with 6 to 8 touchdowns and is definitely not worth where you had to pick him in fantasy football.
I agree with Mike Williams.
Okay. We very rarely agree.
Yeah, I can't really complain about it.
And I knew that. I knew you think the Bucks suck just like I do, bud. And Bucks fans, don't hate on us. We're just being realistic. Somebody's got to lose, and you guys happen to be the ones that
That's right. This year, somebody's got to dig ditches, and it's you.
Yep. Nobody. The only person I'm saying I'm sticking with it, Kellen Winslow. That's the only Buck that's going to be on my fantasy team. So that's what we think about the guys who are going to hit the wall at the wide receiver position. Tell us what you think. Jim at SuicideFantasySports.com. Eric at SuicideFantasySports.com. Facebook, we're Suicide Fantasy Football. Twitter, we're SFFcom. Blog Talk Radio, Wednesday night, 7:30 to 8:30. And 2 more weeks. Don't forget, sign up for Suicide Fantasy Football. Play for free or win a chance to be next to us hanging out at the VIP Super Bowl party with the AP Bikini Girls at the Ultimate Party in Indianapolis.